99 real smooth. Talking about the things you groove. Shows and movies and review. Honest days will staying true. Keep it 99. Pure and fine. Your reviews align with hearts and minds.
As you say, keep it 99. It's your boy Lafazel, mate, looking cute, looking clean, and looking sexy. And of course, we're here about the PND Rock and Drake album, as well as a feature from Jacquees and Dage Low from me on my end. So we do got a lot to talk about. And of course, I'm joined with the legend himself, the music man himself, Hollywood Sensei. How you doing today, Hollywood?
What's going on, folks? It's your boy Hollywood Sensei of the Blurred Cartel. We here to talk some music. What's going on with y'all, man?
Yeah, we're here to talk about some music. We're gonna break down this PND album. As you know, him and Drake just released. It was the number one album yesterday. On I don't know about yesterday, but I know it was on Valentine's Day, number one album. Amazing, amazing debut. Shout out to him and Drake. Shout out to success. I think it's mostly listed on the PND. I'm not sure. Y'all can let me know in the comment. But we're gonna go give our initial thoughts. I have already stated some of mine. Before we go break it down more, Hollywood, your initial thoughts on the album, and then I'll do mine. Then we'll just go over here how we felt.
All right, so my initial thoughts on it was, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. That was my initial thoughts. That was the first thing that. But I've been saying this for months now. This is what Drake needed to do. Is just go back to what works. You lost the battle. That's cool, but like you still a hit maker. Go back and make your joint for the girlies. You know what I mean? And I feel like this joint, it's some bangers on there. I like this album. Like I said before we came on air, it was better than I expected it to be. I thought it was just going to be like, typical, R&B Drake. Some of it was, but a lot of it, I like what I heard. So initially, I was impressed.
My first response to it, I gave it a 6. After second listen and figuring out what it was, I ended up giving it a 7. Solid album. I thought it was really solid. By the way, I grade hard, so don't think a 7 is what just not low as everybody else. Cause I know I always have to preference that because people think that when I say 7, like, oh, he don't like it. Like I give everybody. Hollywood know when we do review, I barely try to give any. Listen, if we do an S tier rank, I'm only trying to give 1 or 2. I'm like, no, we can't give everybody else.
Right.
So a 7 is solid to me. The first half, I probably feel a little bit opposite of Hollywood. The first half, I was vibing to it. PND, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes he come on, I cringed. Because I would listen to it at work the first time. So I'm like vibing, right? I'm trying to do my work while I'm vibing. And sometimes I just visibly caught myself cringing. And the girl next to me, shout out to her, she was like, why you cringe? I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice I was cringing. Like, why you making that face? I'm like, oh. So
PND, you got this man cringing at work.
Well, for people that don't know, listen, I'm not the biggest PND fan. Just being honest, I'm not. So already, this album had a little bit against it, but I'm not gonna be unsubjective in it. But I vibed. I caught myself nodding. I'm like, yeah. Then I ain't gonna lie. Give Me a Hug came on. I'm like, oh, okay. And then that hook at the end came, and I was like, you gotta find a way to put some corny shit.
Yeah.
You gotta find a way.
The hook kind of, it went from.
Well, I'm like, thank God you didn't put it at the beginning because I would have just cringed earlier. But and I'm like, man, to give me a hug, nigga is that whole.
I just want to say Drake, the only nigga that could make a song called "Give Me a Hug" and the shit is fire. Like,
And then Meet Your Project completely threw me off because I'm like, my vibe is completely different now. And then Nokia came on. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of techno, but I see a lot of people love it. So shout out to that.
Listen, Nokia might be my favorite John. I'm gonna keep it a
It
buck.
is not my favorite. My favorite song is by far is gonna be either be Crying in Chanel or Greedy.
Like
I love Greedy.
Nokia, that's a fire, low key. You know what I mean?
I'm not a fan of that sound, so I'm just gonna be fair to it. But that's why I
I'm gonna
didn't
keep it
judge.
a
I
buck.
didn't judge off that. I took that song out of my thing. By the way, I even told them in the group chat, Hollywood and them, I said, listen, I'm gonna have to listen to that and Meet Your Padres separately. Because once you listen to it in the album, it like throws the whole album off to me. Because it's complete. Them two songs are completely different.
Yeah, they completely like
I'm like,
out of
you just
left
sitting there
field.
vibing, there's like some music, and then all of a sudden some other shit. I'm like, huh? So it threw me off. So I am gonna I did give them a first shot, and like I'm gonna listen to them separately. I listened to about 6 times so far. It's like 3 or 4 times at work, and then I listen to like 2 on my own when I'm just riding around, back going to get my haircut.
Yeah, that's the John that did. I agree with you though, but that is the song that threw me off initially. I was like, yo, why is this on here? Like, yeah,
I feel like no. I feel like if you made an album of Nokia type tracks, it would have fit better.
definitely.
T-Pain said it too. It felt like it was a bunch of like tracks that didn't quite make it, but Nokia was like a newer one and a few newer songs, and then a bunch of songs that sound like his old stuff,
I feel like how
especially at the beginning. At the beginning, it found like some old Drake and PND stuff they put together. But then you mixed in like "Give Me a Hug" is newer. I think
yeah,
Nokia, Meet Your Padre, they newer song. Greedy newer. I love Greedy, by the way. I keep saying that. Greedy
yeah,
and
greedy
Crying in
is fire.
Chanel.
Greedy is
Crying,
fire. What
Crying
else?
in Chanel and Greedy.
Crying in Chanel. What's the other joint? I like Spider Man, Superman. That joint go hard.
I do too. The top, the CN Tower.
Oh yeah,
That's a
the
great
first
intro
joint,
to it.
CN Tower. And
Yeah,
I like Mothballs too. That joint go hard.
yeah.
I
But
fucks with that joint.
we don't put the track list in because that's my opinion on it. Like I said, the initial opinion was 6, but I ended up giving it a 7. After multiple listens. 'Cause
If we gonna go score it, I gave this joint yeah, about the same. It was like a 7.27.
It's a solid album. Like there's no hate to it. But here's the track list. How we feel about CN Tower?
CN Tower, fire.
That's a great way to start an album, by the way, too. I'm like, okay, Drake, I see you. I did at a point. I did see some people saying it felt like Drake was in his like normal R&B bag at this point.
Yeah.
Like he's a typical bag. Like he's not changing his flow up. He's not growing. I can see it, but listen, we like that kind of Drake kind of songs. I see what y'all saying, but I like it. We got Mouthballs. That was pretty solid.
That's a thumbs up for me. I like Mothballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something About You. Not gonna lie, it's probably one of the songs I don't remember that much.
That joint's
I don't remember that much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I listened to the album 7 times. This is the one that's just kind of just flows in with mothballs and going to Crying and Chanel. That I kind of just like, eh. You know what I mean? Like it's in between them, and you just get through that one.
yeah. That joint kind of get drowned out between them two.
That's
But
what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't remember it. I'm sorry, I don't. Crying and Chanel. I love Crying and Chanel.
fire joint. Classic R&B Drake.
You know what I'm
You know what I
saying?
mean?
Spider-Man, Superman. I liked it. It was different.
Yeah, I like Spider Man, Superman. It's a different genre. I like what they did with that genre. You know what I mean, and I like the beat.
I think this the one I think PND made me cringe on.
Deeper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
keep it a buck. That genre is
Jacquees made the better, deeper song, which is crazy to say, Paul. I'm gonna get into that.
Jacqueezy.
Small Town Fame.
I like
Solid.
Small Town Fan. I like that one.
Pimmy. Dilemma. Listen, it caught my attention because I'm like, who is this singing? So shout out to Pimmy. She got my attention.
Shout out to Pimmy.
I also think this is also a track I don't think I like PND on.
Yeah, I could have did without PND on that one. To be honest.
You know what I'm saying? This one that's another one I thought. Brian Steele. Again, it kind of
I'm gonna be honest,
I
man.
ain't
Still, that John is low key skippable. Low key.
Yeah, because you good. Cause now you want to get to give me a hug. It is. You get to, of course, give me a hug. In
Give me
which
a hug
Drake
is
was
fire.
spitting. We already talked about a great track. Got a bunch of Joe Budden references from the podcast.
You know what I mean? Melissa Ford, a legend from the six, you know what I mean?
Too bad you would have sucker.
Too bad you with a dick sucker.
That was crazy. Um, a lot of reference to the Joe Budden podcast in there too.
Yeah.
It was a
You heard what
lot.
Joe said though. He said he ain't going back and forth with a corpse.
It was a lot of. He responded to Ish when Ish like, I think he wanted to get married. And I'm like, he like, I don't want to get married. I ain't that type of dude. So he did respond to that.
I thought Ish was his man's. I thought, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Ish is the only one that support him continuously, but he said he ain't trying to get married. He living this bachelor lifestyle. Which again, some people didn't like that again because they like he a 30-year-old man, a 40-year-old man talking about living a bachelor lifestyle. But he probably don't trust a lot of people now. So got probably trust issues. So I get it. Like I said, I love the song. He rapping. He can really. He has some corny lines in there.
Yeah, he did have some reaches in there that was some filler lines. You
Yeah,
know, I'm
but
gonna keep it a buck. The song was hot, but the thing right now with Drake is he's still rapping like the niggas that listen to him as college motherfuckers and Instagram models. Like, bro, you about to be 40, nigga. We about to be 40. Like, I mean, you gotta come with some different content now, bro. Like, I mean, it's starting to, well, not starting to. It's been getting old, but it's like you forgot who your audience is, my nigga. Like, some of them lines felt like that. That's all I'm saying.
that's true. That's fair. He did like, what you don't have a 29-year-old stripper twerking with a dictionary? I'm like, it's kind of funny, but like, you too old for saying that.
Right.
But I'm like, we ain't looking for growth. Brandon in Houston, I like Brandon in Houston.
Yeah, Raining in Houston is I fucks with that genre. I like that one.
Yeah, Brandon in Houston was very good. Then we got Lasers, which I feel like I kind of forget sometimes because it's right before Meet the Padres. It's like my introduction to the part that I thought was weird.
Actually, I like lasers. I like that genre.
I thought it was good. It just like it started going into the introduction of like, oh,
Yeah.
we about to like when Lasers come on, I know it's about to change. Give Me a Hug kind of changed it, but it didn't quite. But Lasers are when I like, okay, after this song, we finna get into a whole other style of music. Which is Meet Your Padre.
Meet your padre.
I did not like Drake for the Meet Your Padre.
I just don't like the song. Like, I'm gonna be honest, they could have left that John off.
I'm like, bro, your enunciation is off in Spanish, though.
It's like
It threw me off because the enunciation, though. Like the nigga learned words just for this song and then put it right.
we get it, you champagne poppy or whatever, but nah, dog. I'm alright.
Then we had of course, we had Nokia. What does it?
Fire.
I'm not a fan of techno, but
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Techno. Listen, I told niggas when honestly Nevermind came out that joint is fire, and I don't know why people say that's a bad album when it's not. But techno Drake, house music Drake, I'm for it, dog. Like he could give me a whole nother album of that, and I would fuck with it. Like if he had an album full of Nokias, full of stickies, that joint would go hard. I'm telling you, like, it would slap. I think that might have to be his next move. Like Drake might have to be on some. He might have to start pulling the Beyonce and just tap into different genres. See if he can. You know what I mean, because obviously rap is Kendrick then got you out of here, so you gotta you gotta pivot.
house music Drake.
Yeah, house music Drake. I'm with it.
Next up we had Datran.
I,
How do you feel about Datran?
I like that. Try that joke. Cool. Shout out to Dr. Umar. But I like that joke though.
I did. I like that. I like Datran too. Somebody loves me.
Somebody loves me. I like that one too.
That's straight.
That's actually one of my favorites on there. Like I would put that like in my top 5 from songs on this album.
Okay. We had Celibacy. I thought Celibacy was a weird song. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't really like that joint. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I'm just, Celibacy was so weird. I'm like, why? Then we had Only.
Yeah, I don't
On
really
my
like.
way. I said Only. On my way.
I don't know. On my way is cool. I
Anyway,
like that one.
we had Glorious.
Another one that's Gucci. What's going on, broski?
I felt like going Glorious. I felt like he was trying to sing, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, he was.
you don't sing like that though.
Like you a harmonizer. You only sing.
I was saying, you don't sing like that. When he's gone,
When he's gone, I do fucks with that joint.
I do too. Greedy, I love Greedy. I
And
love Greedy.
Greedy,
Greedy, one of my favorite songs.
Greedy is a top 3. It's a top 3 joint on there.
Greedy
I would
might
put
be my. It depends on it. And Crying and Chanel might be my favorite song.
like I would put my top 3 on this joint would be Give Me a Hug, Spider-Man, Superman, and Greedy.
Mine is probably Greedy, Crying and Chanel, and which one? And probably The Tower. Yeah, that'd be my 3. Well, it was like I said, a solid album, no hate.
Yeah, solid album. Yeah, I mean, now for the folks out there saying this joint clears GNX, just stop it. You know what I mean? Don't be that person to come on the internet and lie, even though y'all do that all the time. But don't lie like that. It's okay. I'm here to tell you, everybody that's watching, the music man, I'm here to tell you it's okay. In the privacy of your home, at the gym, wherever you are, in your car, it's okay for you to listen to Drake and Kendrick. It's fine. It's all right.
People like it's a curse out of it.
Nobody's gonna come and run down on you if you turn on a Drake song, and nobody's gonna come and run down on you if you turn on a Kendrick song. You could listen to Drake and then listen to Kendrick right after him. You can still do it. You know what I mean? It's okay.
I also need y'all to stop doing every little comparison ever. Drake had the biggest song in the first 4 hours of. Kendrick had the biggest song in the first 5 hours of. I'm like, bro, stop.
Yeah, these stats is coming out of nowhere and shit.
Drake has the biggest song in 2025 so far. I'm like, bro, it's just February. It's not even halfway.
They be on some Drake had 1 billion streams at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Like, what do this?
Drake had the most streams at between 4 and 5 o'clock in the history of music. I'm like, what? Kendrick had the biggest song in between 1 and 2 a.m. I'm like, okay, bro, this Kendrick and Drake shit get out of hand, bro. Please, I was Super Bowl, let it be over. I'm up, man. I was like, then we got this album, and they still comparing, bro. These not even the same range of albums. This is an R&B versus rap,
right? It's literally like what, 1 rap song on there, 2.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we comparing these albums? Now they gotta compare sales. Unfortunately for y'all, from the numbers, it's looking like Drake ain't gonna beat Kendrick. So now they already making excuses that they cheated for Kendrick. And I'm like, look, this is getting out of hand. You don't know these people. We don't know Kendrick and we don't know Drake.
Maybe this is what happened when UMG ain't backing your album. maybe, just maybe.
But then he got Sony back. He ain't quite as strong as UMG, but Sony back because Sony want to push.
Not as strong, but still.
They're getting pushed. But
I mean, as long as you got a good distributor, you should be all right.
Listen, but y'all gotta stop. Y'all don't know these people. This is getting out of hand.
Y'all don't. These people don't know y'all.
They both gonna be. This album gonna make them both a good bit of money.
Yep.
And they can live happily and take care of their family while you arguing with somebody else online about.
I just want to tell y'all, because I said this before on my Facebook page. if Drake and Kendrick seen half of the shit that y'all be posting on their behalf, they would probably block you. They would probably block y'all with half of the shit that y'all be posting on their behalf, because it's just sometimes it's unbearable. It's like y'all
Bro,
made
I seen a dude say Kendrick is admonishing him for listening to terrible music like Lil Yachty. I'm like, you a grown 30-year-old man. Ain't no grown man admonishing you. Stop. I seen another dude the dude yesterday said, Tori saw it too. He did a tweet like, yo, my girl pussy ain't never been this wet listening to this Drake album. I'm like, stop telling people this shit. What is
nigga.
wrong? Why are y'all
Yeah,
saying this?
that's something you don't come on the internet and say,
Oh,
dog.
this
Like,
man made your girl. Then you, that's crazy. Elon is taking your girl. Elon, DM his girl right now.
yeah, Elon, take that man,
Asking for it, let me take
knock
it
her
too.
up, Elon, knock her up.
He asking for it. Somebody got to, because apparently he ain't making it as my boy is singing a song. I'm like, I don't know one song that should do that on this album.
Yeah, I'm
Drake is.
sorry. Batman wouldn't have been able to get that info out of me, dog. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm like, this is why. Why are y'all saying this? I get sometimes people troll, but y'all need to listen. Y'all can't keep making yourself look.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Oh,
People be trolling, but a lot of the stuff they be saying about Drake, I don't think they be trolling. I
this
think they be
this what Jason Whitlock be saying.
that's really how they feel. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Since this beef started, and I'm a Kendrick stan, but this has alerted me to the fact that Kendrick, he might have one of the worst fan bases in music, if not the worst.
No, it's not. No, that's not the way.
Like, all right, the barb still exists, but still,
Listen,
you know what I mean?
listen. I call Drake fans and Kendrick fans soft. Listen, Nicki Minaj tweeted at Kendrick. The Barbs went and found Kendrick and them mother's house and put it on the internet. Like, he didn't even say it to her. Like, is this where your mama live, Kendrick? Like, what the fuck?
Like, damn, what my mama do?
Nigga, I didn't even respond to her. Nigga, she
Yeah,
said
my
my
mama ain't
name.
called Drake a PDF file. I did.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't say nothing about Drake. Is this your mama house, Kendrick? So where your mama living? You ain't taking care of your mom, Kendrick? This her address? I'm like, bro, Barbs. Swift is bad too. Swift is to call the police at your house. They be doxing.
Yeah, these doxers.
But Kendrick fans, the problem I have with Kendrick fans stands is they pretend like that nigga God.
Yeah,
It's like less than that though, because it's just like a weird worship. But it's not like to the level of they harassing other people. Barbs and Swift is harass other people.
definitely.
Like,
And Beehive niggas.
yeah, they will harass you, bro. I said something about Nicki Minaj. I told them that album. What was that? The All the Stars thing when she refused to go to Hot 97. I told her I like grow up. Her fans was at me for a week on Twitter. They didn't stop. They was for a straight week, dog. I had like 40,000 tweets at me. I just got on Twitter and then waited. Like, that don't affect me. I had 30,000 tweets at me, calling me
Yo,
every name in the book. At least
they
some of them they call me ugly. Like, you ain't ugly, but you a bitch. I'm like, oh, yeah, I ain't ugly. They be calling me ugly though, but it wasn't advanced back in 2011 as it is now, because now they would have DDoS my house.
goddamn barbs, man.
DDoS wasn't quite as big then. People didn't know how to find your home. Now they know how to find your home. They done
Now they
evolved.
know how to find your home and shit.
Yeah.
They know where you take your dog to get groomed at and all this shit. Like, damn, bro.
Yeah, so it's bad, but
All because I said I ain't like somebody's album. Like, this is crazy.
don't you say, bro? I'm telling you, Kendrick didn't even say nothing to Nicki Minaj. They had Mama House on the internet.
Yeah, Kendrick fans, Nicki fans. The thing I don't like.
Drake fans cry lie a lot though. That's my problem with them.
Yeah, Drake fans. The thing I don't like about them is they like to play victim a lot.
They do. It's so soft. It be so soft.
Just like they mans do, they play victim and they like to create bullshit. They like to create BS narratives. Like the whole narrative now is, oh, this is the biggest Kendrick is ever going to be or has ever been. Because I'm like, bro,
want to announce something. I want to announce something. Kendrick, do you consider Post Malone a rapper?
Do I consider Post Malone a rapper? No.
Well, Kendrick is the only rapper with a double diamond song. Humble just went double diamond. The
That's
only
20
rap song
million.
that ever been double diamond. So
That's
people keep
20
saying now
million
like that's
units.
his biggest song by far. I'm like, you gotta catch Humble because it's double diamond. The
Like
only
Eminem
rap
don't
song.
even got double diamond.
You know what I'm saying? There's no other song that's double diamond. 20 million sales off
Yeah,
Humble.
that's 20 million units. Not like us saying, yeah, it won 5 Grammys, but it ain't sell 20 million units.
The only
Yeah.
February 8, 2024, Post Malone made history once more as his seminal scratch Sunflower with Sway Lee became the first ever single to certified double diamond by RIAA.
Hmm.
And here the article
And
for
Sunflower
y'all.
not even a rap song for real.
That's for people that say he wasn't big, he was nobody before.
To become only second artist with, but then somebody say, oh, they only started listening to Humble because of Not Like Us. They tapped into
Well,
his
not like this
catalog.
would be bigger than Humble, but no,
They was like they tapped into his catalog after Not Like Us, so that's why Humble streams went up.
he was already diamond by the time it went. Not like this thing.
But you know they gotta make anything. They gotta make anything sound good. But yeah, the narrative that Kendrick is just now getting famous because of his
Damn,
beef
his biggest album, his only commercial album.
it's just stupid. Like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, oh Drake, he you know what I mean? He had his biggest year ever because of Drake. You know what I mean? But Damn sold more than GNX. So his damn year was bigger than this year.
To be fair,
So
Damn is
like,
also the first time he ever he ever did a commercial album. That's his only commercial album.
you know what I mean? So like, what is we talking about, y'all? Y'all gotta be consistent. But the thing I was saying before that to Kendrick fans, as a Kendrick fan myself, the one thing I need y'all to stop doing, yes, like Zell May said, stop acting like that man is God because he's not. He is a mortal man.
I'm not your savior.
He is a mortal man, like he said on the song Mortal Man. You know what I mean? Last track on, you know what I mean, To Pimp a Butterfly. Then also the thing I hate about Kendrick fans is if somebody says they don't like Kendrick music or they prefer another artist, y'all tend to look down on that person like their musical opinion, yeah, like they stupid or their musical opinion doesn't mean anything because they prefer some like don't do that. Like that's corny. Like you know what I mean? I done been having conversations with people
You can't win.
questioning people integrity, they questioning their intelligence because they rather listen. You know what I mean? Because you rather listen to Lil Baby or something than Kendrick. That's a musical preference. I mean, how you go questioning a man's core values and all this other stuff because he don't want to listen to Kendrick Lamar? Like that don't to me that's corny. Like you don't need to do that. Like it's not that deep.
Your intelligence ain't high enough to understand what he's saying. I'm like, what? What? That's the one thing that beef did tell me. I'm
It's
like, bro,
like maybe
what?
I do understand what he said, but maybe I don't like it. Maybe I just don't like the way it was delivered. Like things like that can be true. Like you know what I mean? You can understand what like with the Super Bowl. You can understand the message. You can see the symbolism, the visual, all that shit. You can understand that and still say, but I didn't like the songs that was performed. You know what I mean? It's okay. Two things can be true. Oh yeah, you can slander Drake. I mean, we ain't Drake apologists on this drum.
Listen, you can stand whoever you want to come in.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, I'm not here to tell you, I'm not your savior.
I'm from Philadelphia. I ain't from Toronto. I ain't from Canada. You know what I mean? So I'm good.
By the way, I got a quick. Why come this thumbnail that I made look like Zell?
Hey, yo, he do look like Zell.
I didn't think about that. I'm like, why does it look like Zell? I just looked at the thumbnail like, why does it look like Zell?
Yo, shout out to what it sound like. I
It's
mean,
not what it sound like. I'm like,
that dude look like Zell though.
I sound like, why not? Shout out to me doing the show quickly and making an AI image, and it looks just like somebody from Welcome to Hollywood. But yeah, man, we got to stop doing this. It's too much, bro. Like,
Hey, yo, that's crazy. About to watch BBL.
Yo, me and Hollywood said Kendrick won, and that the fact we didn't say it was 5-0, niggas told us we had no.
Right. Niggas was like, huh? He ain't win. Niggas was getting mad at me, telling me I wasn't a real Kendrick fan because I said Family Matters was nice. I'm like, I can't enjoy the song. Like the joint was fire. Like, what are you talking about?
Nah, nigga, that's still the funniest thing to me. I like shout out to our boy. I love
Like
Mike
Family
Garland.
Matters, like is debatably the best song that came out of the joint. Debatably. You know what I mean? Like if you want to say Not Like Us or Euphoria, I'm not mad at you. But you can't sit here and say that Family Matters wasn't a joint, because it was.
It was a great song.
Like if he didn't release Meet the Grams right after Family Matters would have hit way harder, and it would have did way more damage. That's why Kendrick is smart, because he was like, I need to step on this shit immediately.
Meet the Graham was the perfect song too. That shit was dark. We forgot about it. We like that nigga got a baby. We didn't even care. Like, what you talking about? That nigga, you told that nigga he should die in a song.
Right.
Nigga, he should die. You like, oh, shit.
He was like, oh damn, Kendrick, that's how you feel? Like,
And then you dropped a banger the next day. Like, everybody, like that's how you are.
Man to get fucked up in a cell for the rest of his life. I said, okay, all right. Tell us how you really feel, Kendrick.
We're gonna get back. I'm gonna get to the Jacquees album, and then but here you go. Zach Levine. Thinking I'm gonna have to do it again. After Ja Morant said, Zach AG, what's up? Matt McClung said they said Matt McClung motivated them.
Yeah, because Kenny and Reggie was talking last night saying that they scared. It was like, y'all scared of Mac McClung. I mean, all the superstars, y'all scared. You know what I mean?
If we get Matt McClung, Ja Morant, Zach Levine, and Aaron Gordon again,
I feel like Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon, cool.
I didn't mind Stephen Castle. Stephen Castle
Yeah,
had a great
Stephen
weekend.
Castle, he did good. His dunks was fire.
I'm like,
Them
Spurs
other two
weekend?
niggas was ass.
It was.
Like
But
they could have, I don't know, especially the boy from the Bucks. He was getting on my nerves. I'm like, man, get this nut ass. He's doing these corny ass basic package 2K dunks and shit.
it's the Spurs. You gotta get Castle. Gotta get more PT. You can't be putting him out on the bench now. Let that young man rumble.
Because y'all done got embarrassed. Because now you got Chris Paul and De'Aaron Fox. So like, you know what I mean?
Put Chris Paul down, but he don't even play him. He old.
He gonna get way more tick next year, because obviously Chris Paul ain't gonna beat her.
My man he had a great weekend. He won the MVP Friday. He was second place in the dunk contest, and if old boy didn't jump over the top of a Kia, we would have been like, "Oh, Castle got a chance." But
yeah, because his dunks was fire. But McClung, he did. You know what I mean? I like that one joint he did when he hit the ball on the rim, and then I'm like, yeah, this right here, he different. You know what I mean? He different.
my boy jumped. He said, "Oh, Blake Griffin jumping over the hood. I'm jumping over the whole car."
Right.
Oh, you got a Kia? Let me jump over the whole Kia.
He said, I'm gonna do you one better. Cause the hood, anybody can jump over the hood. Like, nigga, I could jump over the hood and dunk. Like,
if you can jump, you can about jump over the hood, but it depends on how far it is. And jokes, I felt the same way when my baby told me he was gonna drive to a bridge and jump. I asked which one so I can drive. Hey, that's hatred. That's hate. That's hate. That's
definitely hate.
That's hate. But I'm gonna get in this real quick. Real quick, we're gonna do the Jacquees album. That's not the Jacquees album. That's the thing. All right. As y'all see, Friend Zone, Just Another Love, favorite one, Backdoor, Your Body's Calling, Go So Deep. Go So Deep might be the only song on here that I like probably would put in my playlist. Maybe favorite one or Just Another Love song. Them three might make it. But I gave this album this was actually 7.5, and I was shocked I actually liked this. Not gonna lie. By the way, some of the songs sounded like the PND songs that he was on his part, and it sounded better. Not gonna lie. Jacquees sang better than PND. I'm listening to y'all back to back. Some of these beats sound exactly the same. And I'm sorry, my boy is killing you.
I gotta
My boy is rocking you right now.
I gotta tap in
Yeah.
to this one. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know this joint dropped until Zelmay told me about it. But yeah, I'm gonna tap into this joint. You know what I mean? I'm not really a big Dage Loaf or Jacquees listener, but you know what I mean, for the sake of music, I will tune in. You know what I mean? See what it got. You know
Their
what I
low
mean?
voice still soothing though. It's still soothing. Shout out to that.
You know.
She still got a nice voice, so it's fitting
Yeah,
the
I'm
song.
gonna tune into this. I'm gonna tap in. You know, it's new music. I always like listening to new music. You know, and if it's ass, I'm gonna keep it a buck. And if it's fire, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It was solid. Like ain't nothing that stood out. It did like the opposite of the Drake one to me. Where
Hmm.
Drake had some song that I like, and then they had some like bangers. This one just had nothing that like super stood out, but it had it had some songs, and I didn't feel like skipping nothing. I hated anything. It wasn't nothing that stood out like, oh, what song is this? but but like I said, it was good singing.
Hmm.
I feel like it was too focused on a certain thing, but like I said, I gave it a 7.5, which shocked me. I thought I was gonna hate this because I am not the biggest Jacquees fan. Like I said, I do not like that style of R&B typically. So in general, I'm more soulful style. You know what I mean? Not harmonizing. I'm more soulful
Perfect.
R&B. Like I need that nigga in like my boy Montoya. I need some Montoya R&B. Montoya, por favor.
Montoya, man.
I need your
They need to stop torturing that nigga Montoya, dog. Like,
Yo, his girl was that man ran across the beach. His girl just on top of it. He just sprint, but his shirt just slowly coming open. The button just coming loose. He ran across the beach.
yo, it's only we only in February, and Montoya done had the crash out of the year. Like,
He
you know
did
what I
it
mean?
twice. He ran across. He started doing a cover ball with his girl. But he took across that beach again. He sprinted across the beach. Yo, shout out to Temptation Island, the Espanol version. That man, I think he did it 3 times now. Yo, it
Yeah.
started with just a simple. She gave him a lap dance, dog. And she was there. And his girl said, "Nah, fam, we up in the score."
All he did was get a lap dance, and you out here getting
And you was
slayed.
there when
Like,
he got it. It was like part of a competition.
and
It
she
was part
said,
of
"Nope, we
a. I'm
gonna
finna
take
be
it up
on
a
top of
notch."
it. I'm finna be on top of it in there, but just going crazy. I ain't asked you yet. How you feel? Which one you feel? If you saw that, would you prefer your girl on top? Or on bottom? I feel like me and Tori unique over there. This on top. That means you intentional. You didn't even know like this nigga forcing
True.
you. You know what I'm saying? So my man ran across that beach. If you have not watched Temptation Island, Montoya will entertain you.
Yeah, Montoya, man. Listen, bro.
He dropped to his knees and everything.
I heard even after all this stuff that went on in the show, they still together.
That's a toxic relationship.
It's like, bro, you done watch your girl on screen get slayed how many times, and you still with her? I'm like,
That
he
girl is
must.
crazy.
I'm watching that joint. I'm like, he either got some type of humiliation kink or he's some type of cuck or something. Like,
He liked to run across the beach, chasing his girl while she getting her ass played with like a bungo drum. That man was on that. I'm like, I didn't know. So you did this in real life? Like I heard it as a joke. I'm gonna play this shit like a bungo drum. That man was in that pool going pop, 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 pop.
oh man,
That man started yelling. All you heard the old dude girl, Mataya, por favor.
Montoya, Montoya, por favor.
Oh, he just sprinting with like 15 camera angles.
That nigga was gone. I'm like, yeah, Montoya running 4-3 or something.
But
You know what I mean?
across a rainy beach, dog, with each time he showed him a new button to unbutton on his shirt. I mean, he gonna drop to his knees and start screaming, looking there, and then he gonna pretend he gonna jump. He come back, then he sprint across, then he start Montoya, por favor. He just start running. Yo, I
Oh
want to show
man.
it again, but they already blocked one video. They said this blocked globally.
Oh, they blocking the Montoya videos.
They blocked the entire video. They said this cannot be seen by anybody on YouTube. I gotta delete that part. But yeah, some of them song titles is crazy. Backdoor is a crazy song. But it's like being a friend zone thing, and it's like old Drake type music when niggas be trying to dirty Mac.
The dirty Mac and niggas.
Except he got Dej Loaf responding to a dirty Mac. But like I said, it's pretty good. It's good singing on. More old school dirty scoundrels. I know you don't, but you look up Montoya por favor.
Yeah,
It up.
look up Montoya.
You will be entertained.
Just go on Twitter, TikTok, or something, and look up Montoya.
It's all you see is black people talking about. Just black people like, yo, this telenovela shit fire.
You know we love drama.
He didn't know what he was saying, but we knew what he was saying. We didn't understand, but we understood.
That nigga Montoya, dog. Like, he gotta get it back in blood. Like,
they said the last episode he got it back. I ain't watched it yet.
Oh, they said my man Montoya got his get back. Let's go.
Yeah, they said it last. So I ain't got a chance to watch it yet. But shout out to my guy Montoya. But like I said, we had 2 solid albums. I know Carla Ray had a song come out.
She just dropped a little. I saw her little on the radar freestyle too. That joint was alright.
So I think that's about all the music we had this week.
I believe so.
Let's see. We got a few songs. Billie Eilish, "The Bird of a Feather" song was
alright. Oh yeah, the other album that I'm banging right now that I like a lot, The Weeknd. And "Hurry Up Tomorrow" is fire. Like,
yo, Drake fans hate Weeknd way more than Kendrick. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that "Hurry Up Tomorrow" is like that.
It is. I do like "Hurry Up Tomorrow." It was a solid one too. It's about the same as Jacquees to me. It's a few songs, except for a few more songs stood out. So it's a little better than it, but
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Weeknd don't miss though.
Weeknd really good. He's really solid. I think that's all in music. I saw D'Angelo Ball perform at the All-Star game.
Yeah, that drum was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Listen, y'all ever wonder why what Kendrick did was hard?
Jello need to work on his performances a little bit more before he start performing live and all that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm like, I know people that don't understand about backtracks and why it's impressive that he did it completely with breath control. I'm like, that's why I said his set list to me was a 6.5. But his performance was a 9 because that breath control is crazy. Somebody like he sound tired. Well, have you ever rapped for 12 minutes?
Right.
And he rapped fast. It's not like a slow rap. He don't mumble or nothing. He has to say words full speed without a backtrack.
Right.
He's one of the few people. DMX did it. Outkast did it. Black Thought does it.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that many rappers that do it without a backtrack.
It takes a special skill to do it.
Drake let the audience do most of it. If you ever been to a Drake concert, he let his audience do most of it. He'll just sit there and chill for a minute. Drake performing like you singing the song for him. Dude, you ever been to a Drake concert? It's just like you, bro. You go to a concert. Not. You be in concert like all the girls singing his rhymes for him. I'm like, oh, so he just ain't performing. He just here just to be here.
Yeah, I imagine at a Drake concert, it's just hella hoes.
They just screaming his song lyrics and stuff. The dudes be the hyper though. It'd be more girl, but it'd be dudes be the hypers. I'm like, y'all be so hyped.
Yeah, male Drake fans are sometimes very you know what I mean, suspect to say the least.
He get that girl wet for him.
Yeah.
All right, we got Hollywood. Where can they find you?
That's crazy. You can find me, man. Hollywood Sensei 215, all social medias. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hollywood Sensei 215. I mean, I got a lot of Marvel Rival content on there. You know, I've been playing Marvel Rival a lot, so go check that out. What It Sound Like podcast, we on tomorrow. I mean, last week was a crazy week for us, but we back tomorrow, so check us out. Kendrick tournament, we're gonna talk about the halftime show and give our thoughts on this Drake and Party drum. And then welcome to Hollywood. Follow the Blurred Cartel.
Yeah. You can find me here again. I will be back with the Captain America 4 review later today. I'm gonna clean my house first. I gotta clean my kitchen. I just mopped and did some stuff. I just did 2 videos, so we rocking, we killing it. I appreciate y'all for watching. Look out for more video this week. We just did an Elon Musk, Ashley St. Clair video. That story is insane. It's like the rich just made a ghetto, like the most ghetto rich billionaire story I've ever seen in my life. She plotted on him for 4 years and then got him. She trapping him with she trapping the dude with a baby. I'm like, this is
You know what, ladies? I'm telling y'all now. I'm here for it. Plot on more billionaires and you know, trap them, get pregnant. Make sure y'all child is set for life. Go ahead, keep plotting.
Before we go, I just
because if I could do it, I would. If there was some rich billionaire woman out there that was just letting niggas spray and have kids with her, man, I'd have been
what's
lined.
your best old wife name?
I'd have been lined up and had me a seed or 2. Yeah, me.
Like, tell me the story 4 years ago. She's like, hey man, find him so he can hit me up real quick. Does that not sound like a hood story, like some basketball players?
They do.
then I didn't even put this in the video because I just found it. Apparently he said don't talk about it. He gonna take care of the baby, but don't put his name on it. Like, this is the most rich I ever seen.
Elon, he an African American. That's how African Americans roll. He the typical nigga.
Well, I do appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. It is your boy Laughs at May talking about Drake, Kendrick. Stay here. Captain America 4 review later tonight. Hopefully with Unico. I don't know. I haven't talked to him this weekend. So hopefully he's doing good. But I will get with him later. Remember to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Tell us what your thoughts on these albums that we review. Might make it a Sunday thing if a bunch of albums come out and do music and stuff and be movies and stuff. Hey, listen, might make it a thing. Just a quick review over the music over the week. I know how the hood got his thing, but he do more competition stuff. So I don't know if he does the weekly thing. So we'll figure out whatever we're gonna do. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
But I appreciate y'all for watching. Keep it right here. Keep it 99. Zelmay, 99_Zelmay on Twitter. The Overall 99 podcast channel on what's the name? Overall 99 anywhere. Overall 99 gaming. You'll see Unico playing games. Hopefully he'll have his mic on. Hopefully the game actually play without him going 12 hours with no game on. We're still being live. But I will be playing a Vow this week probably. So be looking out for that. A lot going on. I'm back to the content grind. As you see, I just listened to like 3 albums this week. A lot. So I'm back in my music bag again. It's been like 4 years. I'm talking too much. Peace.
Keep it 99 real smooth. Talking about the things you groove. Shows and movies and review. Honest days will staying true. Keep it 99. Pure and fine. Your reviews align with hearts and minds.
I guess we'll never know.